For those that don't know me, my name is Alex Lyons. I recently just released an album called Creator. I wrote 9 original songs. I made demos for them, sent them to a producer, and had them recorded and released back in January. I want to thank everybody that has been listening to the album so far, and if you haven't listened to it already, go ahead and go over to Spotify or any of the other streaming services and give it a listen. My album was recorded and produced by Josh Friedman. He is a Boston local, and if you don't know him, you should check him out. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description for you all to go ahead and check him out. So I just wanted to take a moment in this video to go ahead and take a little deeper dive into my songs of the album. I'm going to call it the creator's notes of the album, since my album is titled Creator, and I want you to think of these as author notes. Some common themes of this album is desperation, a need for pleasing, and validation. The first song off my album is Daddy Money. When I started writing again in the early part of 2024, this was one of the first songs that I returned back to and started writing. I wanted to write a song of desperation for the need of money in the sugar daddy realm. This was taken from my own life experiences back in 2019. I graduated in December of 2018 and I was feeling very desperate. I came to the realization that I would have to start paying back my student loans, and I felt very isolated and very much out of sorts. I felt like I couldn't pay my student loans on my own because I had private loans that wouldn't do an income-based repayment, and I wasn't making enough to actually cover those private loans all on my own. I then started looking for a sugar daddy, and because of my desperation and because I was so naive, I trusted that stranger. He ended up giving me like $2,000 and then asked for $1,500 of it back because that was how much he could give me. It sounds super idiotic now, and I don't recommend, because then he ended up taking the $1,500 and running. Moral of the story, I learned that I can rely on my friends and family for help whenever I need it, and I can dig myself out of my own hole. The next song off my album is Please Want Me. My writing was in 2 phases of my life. Some songs were written in 2017, 2018, and then some songs were written in 2024. This song was in the 2017-2018 realm when I was about to graduate, and I was reflecting on all the relationships that I was having in my life, platonic and romantic, and I found that I was feeling quite isolated. I found that I was going out of my way to please other people and wanting them to like me instead of me actually liking me for myself. I was always searching for something I needed for myself, and I took it out on the friendships that I had during the time and wanting them to do something for me because I thought I deserved it since I did something for them. I feel like it's still a constant struggle of figuring out the line between having enough confidence in myself and giving exactly what I need, while also valuing and trusting in the relationships that I have, and knowing the line between giving and taking too much from them. I feel like it's an ever-evolving struggle that I still go through in my day-to-day life between expecting something from friends instead of just requesting it. I feel like the only thing that we are certain of are the actions and the moments where we take care of and act on ourselves. This in turn helps friendships and makes it so you don't expect something more from a friend than what they are willing to give. The next song from my album is Open Door. Open Door is one of the other songs and one of my first songs that I ever wrote in 2017. I wrote it in a time in my life where I was starting to alter my path in my career, and I was feeling very lost and isolated. I felt like I turned to mentors and friends to get some guidance, and ultimately a lot of them gave me good advice and trusted my own judgment, but there were some that did not fully trust my own judgment. In this song, I just want to express that it's okay to be searching for the next thing. It's okay to not know your total career path and not know really even what you're doing tomorrow. As long as you have aspirations and the drive to get where you need to go, I feel like that matters more than figuring out what is tomorrow. The next song off my album is Dear Sally. So Dear Sally was written pretty recently in the 2024 realm, and I wrote it about my private student loans. I won't say exactly the name of the private loan company, but I think you can pick it up from the song. I wanted to write a song and reflect on my student loans and really dive into the frustration that I feel about my private loans. It is definitely a situation that I have put myself in when I was young and didn't really know about private loans. I feel like there is a difference between making a mistake and then digging yourself into a hole where you can't get out. Most days feel like a hole I can't get out of, and it's mostly because I have to pay, I don't know, like $1,300 every single month. So I feel like I have to take my rent money and put it at my student loans and then scrape up enough money somehow to actually live. It's not a sustainable way to live for most of America, and I definitely think things should change for the better for anybody that is looking to take out any more loans that aren't just federal. The next song off my album is Human Pain. I also wrote this song very recently in 2024 about the healthcare system. I was really reflecting on the time when I had to have an ankle surgery. For 2 years before the ankle surgery, I was constantly going to doctors and physical therapists saying, hey, my ankle hurts. I can't really go on my toes, and I feel like something is wrong. For 2 years, physical therapists and doctors were telling me everything looks fine, you're young, we're just gonna get things moving and stretching, and you'll be perfectly alright. It wasn't until I really started pushing and I wanted to get some scans done of my ankle to see what's going on that we found the problem. There were cartilage shrapnels, and particularly one was shoved in my joint, so every single time I moved my ankle, it would just shove itself farther and farther into my joint. I feel like as a big man and as someone that doesn't work out regularly, I feel like my concerns of my own body was not taken really seriously. I also ran into the issue where I was going in between insurances because I was about to graduate when we were going through the scans and going to a foot doctor, that was causing more of a delay on my actual care. I feel like our healthcare system relies solely on insurance to dictate what people need for healthcare. I feel like there's a better way, and I wish I lived in a world where there was a better way for people to actually get the healthcare that they need. The next song off my album is Best Thing. Best Thing was written in the 2017-2018 realm, and it was actually the very first song I ever wrote. I wrote the song for my current boyfriend Adam, and I wrote about our just beginning love and how much I feel like he really cared for me and how much he really supported me. This song is the early stages of puppy love, and I hope that everyone gets a chance to feel these emotions at one point in their life. The next song off my album is Lie. I wrote Lie in the 2017-2018 realm, and I was writing about my own anxiety and experiences with trying to be a mask and putting on masks to suit other people. I felt like I was always trying to put up a front and trying to be someone for everyone when I was having such a hard time just trying to be someone for myself. I feel like I was always teeter-tottering back and forth between having Lie on the album and not having Lie on the album, and it wasn't really until my producer took the song and put his little flair on the song that really made it shine. I feel like I love the song now. I love the messaging of the words that I sing, and I think it is a song for everybody. Whether you're feeling anxious, whether you're trying to be someone for everyone, this song is for you. The next song off my album is Make Sense. This song is actually interesting because I wrote the chorus in the 2017-2018 realm. I think it was the last song I wrote before taking a little writing hiatus. And then I returned back to it in 2024 and actually found the words and the verses that I needed for this song. This is another song I wrote about my boyfriend and for my boyfriend. I wrote this song because I was feeling a little lost in our relationship. I feel like it's okay to say that every moment in a relationship is not going to be perfect, and you're not going to feel wholeheartedly connected. You're always going to have moments of doubt, and you're always going to have moments where you maybe want to even leave. But I feel like for me, I like to think of our relationship, and if it makes sense and that I can think of enough reasons to stay, then I should stay. This is not to say if you are in a toxic relationship that is abusive for you, you should stay. But if you want fiery passion, fireworks, love every single day of your life, it's probably not going to happen. And I think it's perfectly reasonable and okay for you to not feel fireworks every single day. This song is really for everybody that feels a little stuck in their relationship, that deciphers through whether a relationship really makes sense for them at the time. My final song off the album is Creator. Creator is such an interesting song for me. Unlike all my other songs where in the 2017-2018 realm I was really writing the melody first and figuring out what words I want to put on it, and the beginning part of 2024 I was writing messages and putting melodies on top of that, this kind of came all together all at once as I was sitting at the piano. It was kind of like an external experience that kind of poured into me. I know people think of like spiritual awakening. I kind of feel like that was this song for my whole experience. My experience as being a fat, gay, quarter Asian man is something that I really wanted to express in my music. I thought I would write like 3 individual songs, and then I had this moment of this reflection in this one song. I hope to continue to expand on the intricacies of my own nature, and I hope that everyone gets a taste of what really makes them them. I know there are a lot of people out there that feel very isolated and stuck in one domain and feel like they're only one part of themselves. I feel like the older I'm getting, the more I want to explore every facet of myself and not deny any part of myself as I'm exploring my own journey of self-discovery. I feel like this is probably my most favorite song off my album because of the fact that I don't think it's really finished. I think as I grow in life, I'll return back to this song and have new insight of more parts of this song for myself. And with that, we are at the end of the album. I wanted to thank everybody that has already listened to the album and expressed their love of the album. If you haven't listened already, it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, it's on everywhere that you can stream music, and I really, really want this album to just shine. I feel like this is the first moment in my life where I'm really proud of my writing, really proud of the music that I've written and recorded, and I want everybody to know and listen to it. If you want to hear more from me, feel free to subscribe and like and share this video so that more of my videos can reach you. Thank you for listening to the Creator's Notes, and I hope you have fun listening to my album.